The Region Tradition teeing off here at Greystone this week as the Celebrity Pro-Am. Gus Malzahn, one of those guys, on the roster today, and you guys got a chance to talk to him. First things first, big news for them, Kyle Davis, their third leading receiver, back on campus. It was made official today. Just the thoughts on that and the impact that he can have coming in his sophomore season.
Well, it's big for Auburn, obviously, because Kyle missed all of spring practice dealing with what Malzahn referred to as personal business. He's back on campus this week. Malzahn said he'll be at the team meeting tonight when the team reconvenes for summer, and he's good to go. No hindrances or anything in terms of his return. And it's big for Auburn because he's a 6'2" receiver, so he's a big body. He's a guy who was a third leading receiver as a freshman last year. Had two touchdowns, showed big play capability. A lot of people remember him most for that one-handed catch he had against Arkansas State. And he is just another body that can stretch the field. He averaged almost 21 yards per reception last year. So with Auburn looking to expand its passing offense this year, Kyle Davis can only help them.
And based on his social media accounts, he seems to be excited to be back on the Plains, and of course the Auburn fans excited to have him. Now, Tom, a topic of controversy, or maybe a topic of interest for a lot of Auburn folks, is that Auburn moved to the SEC East. It was something that was brought up today to Gus Malzahn, some remarks about that. What did he have to say?
Well, Malzahn said, from a geographic standpoint, it just makes sense. He was asked about it in regards to what Pat Dye said about it yesterday or the day before. I forgot when exactly it was. But it's a topic that's been brought up 2 years in a row now, at least. Last year, Gus said he wouldn't be opposed to it if it's a discussion that actually happened, but that's all it is at this point. It's just talk. It's just off-season talk at this point.
So the likelihood of it happening, you seem to have a pretty strong opinion on that.
I don't think it's happening. It's nothing that's imminent, at least. It wouldn't. It's not very feasible from a realignment standpoint, especially if you're just moving Auburn to the East, because then you obviously have to make Auburn and Alabama cross-division rivals, and that just messes up. It just causes a chain reaction of logistical things that need to be adjusted, because then Alabama loses its rivalry with Tennessee. The appeal for Auburn, obviously, is it gets back its rivalry with Tennessee and Florida if it's in the East. But there's just so many pieces, and I don't think it's something that's going to actually happen until the SEC expands again, if it expands again to 16 teams, in which case it could, possibly put Auburn and Alabama in the East, keep that rivalry, and, everybody's happy and try to work things out from there. But, that's something that I don't see happening until a ways down the line. As of right now, it's just off-season chatter because people need things to talk about.
Of course, we always need things to talk about. That's what we're here for. Thank you so much, Tom, for your opinions, your insights, all great stuff. And of course, for all your Auburn Tiger updates, you can visit us on AL.com.